Hello, welcome to the next video of building a online asteroids clone in JavaScript, Python, and AWS. So in the last episode, we built our asteroids class out, and as you can see, we've got it kind of moving across the screen and rotating as it moves. So for this video, we're going to expand on this class, and we're going to add some more functionality to our asteroid, stuff like making it kind of move at different angles randomly. Maybe like an afterglow, and we'll make some kind of helper methods to generate a field of asteroids throughout our canvas. So first thing we're going to do is, so if we go back here, first thing I actually want to do here is I want to move the rotation into the physics class, just because that seems like the most logical place to put that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our physics class, and we're going to add a new object called rotation, which will initialize to 0. And then what we're going to do is, instead of adjusting our angle with the rotation, we're going to adjust our rotation, because we don't want the movement angle to adjust the position of whatever the object is. We only want it to rotate around its axis. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create a method to get the rotation from here. This will return a number, and it's basically just going to be a get method for our physics class. So we're just going to call this dot rotation. Then in our entity, we're going to remove our rotation. And then what we're going to do is, let's see here, so rotation speed is going to be in there. So say we make it 0.1. And now that rotation is not a attribute of entity anymore, we're going to call this dot, this dot physics dot get rotation. And with that there we go. So then we can go adjust our speed, 0, 1. And there we go. So we got a nice one. Or we could go crazy, put in 5. And watch that thing spin super, super fast. That actually looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie. But we'll put it back for now. Okay, so we got that built. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start enhancing our asteroids class. So first thing, let's go slow down that rotation just so we can see what's going on here. We gave our asteroid a color, but let's say we want to add a nice afterglow to it, just to make it look kind of nice. So we're going to use the shadow blur property of the context to add basically some blurring to our color, or to our outline. So we're going to shed our shadow blur and our shadow color. Color will be just set to our class's color attribute. Now you can see we get a nice little afterglow in there. Can bump that up to 50. Looks like it doesn't really have too much of an effect, but so we'll leave it at 15 for now. So you can see there's kind of a nice gleam to it. Looks kind of cool. So next thing we're going to do now is, having a single asteroid in the game is kind of boring, and we'll make it quite easy to beat. So what we're going to do is we're going to create some helper methods to actually generate a field of asteroids. So we're going to export some new functions down here. So we're going to have a export const. We're going to have one to generate an asteroid field, and it's going to accept a size, which will be the number of asteroids. So asteroid field size. And then the max X position that an asteroid can spawn on. And then same with the max Y, because we want to make sure that when we spawn an asteroid, it's not spawned way outside of the screen or way, so in the negatives or more than whatever the width of the screen is. So we want to make sure they're actually in the view. So we're going to create a list or an array here for asteroids. We're going to do a simple for loop, less than our size, I++, and then we're going to return our asteroids. And then what we're going to do is we're going to push an asteroid to our array. So what we're going to do is we're going to have another method called generate asteroid, which will take a max x and a max y. And if you can guess, that's going to be the next method we're gonna implement here. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to do export const generate asteroid, and it's going to accept a max x and a max y. And just to be nice, actually we'll put our type hints here too. This one will return an array of asteroids. This one will return a single asteroid. Then what we're going to do is we're basically just going to return a new asteroid. And right now our asteroid contains a couple things. So it's got a x, a y, the number of sides, a radius, and a color. So our x needs to be a number between, so it's sort of random number between 0 and whatever our max x is. So we're actually going to go and create a new directory called util, and we're going to create a JavaScript file called helpers. And this is basically just going to provide some kind of simple functions that are going to abstract away some of our logic. So the first one we need, so if we look back here, we need a random x and y position. So we need a random integer between 0 and our max. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new method here called export const. We're going to get a integer between a min number and a max number, and that's going to return a new number. Yeah, it seems like it doesn't like this. Constant, oh, whoops, forgot my equals sign. There we go. So this is going to be pretty straightforward. Basically, we want our minimum is going to be our minimum value there. So we're going to take whatever our minimum is plus math.floor with math.random times the max. So basically what we're doing here is math.random will return, if we bring up the console here, you see basically it'll return a random number between 0 and 1. And it'll be a floating point number. So then what we're going to do is we're going to return that times our maximum. So say our maximum of 10. So we're going to get something between 0 and 10 with this. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our minimum, which will be to give us kind of like a starting point. Okay. And then we're going to go back here. So we're going to call our function now. So number or integer between 0 and max x. And then a integer 0 and max y. Oop. And then what else do we need here? So, whoops. We need the number of sides. In this case, we'll just put 6 for now. The radius, we'll put, I don't know, let's say a integer between 20 and 80. And finally, we need a color. For now, we'll just put in 0, 0, 0. Actually, that won't show up because it'll be black. Just make it white. And you're gonna need one more. There we go. So we've got our generate asteroid field and our generate asteroid. Now what we're gonna do is we want to actually use this method to generate a random field of asteroids on here. So if we go back to our canvas, what we're going to do now is we're going to replace asteroid in our state with an asteroids object, which right now will just be an empty list. Then what we're going to do is when our screen updates, so basically when we receive our screen width and height props, we're going to go if this.state.asteroids.length equals 0. We are going to set our asteroids. So then we're going to call our method, generate asteroid field, say we want 10 asteroids, and they need to fit within our screen width and our screen height. So if we do that, we're going to get some error messages. That's fine. What we need to do now is, since we renamed our state property from asteroid to asteroids, we need to change that first of all. So if we go change those, and now we're still going to get an error because now we've changed our data type as well. So now we've got a list of asteroids rather than just a single asteroid. So what we're going to do is we're going to call asteroids dot for each. So for each asteroid, we're going to call its update method, and then for each asteroid, we're going to call its drawing method. So we should get something now. There we go. So now we can see every time we refresh the screen, we get a random basically series of 10 asteroids. And right now they're all moving in the same direction, same speed, same angle, all that kind of stuff. So in the next episode, we're going to kind of get this to randomize a bit. So they'll be moving different directions, different speeds, and that kind of stuff. So that'll be in the next episode. So thanks for watching.